What's going on, Swaggy Swan family? Thanks for tuning in. I'm back with another video. I did promise you guys when I did the last video showing this look that you see here in Savannah's hair, the 2-strand twist, that I would show you what I do when I'm ready to take out these 2-strand twists and how I do a twist out with these twists. So basically, once I'm done with this protective style of the 2-strand twist, I pretty much transform her hair into a twist out look. So let's get started. So Savannah has her pancake, which is going to distract her while I do this twist out. First, I'm using the Carol's Daughter line coil enhancing moisture butter, and that is just a moisturizing cocoa cream. I'm going to use it in a little bit, minimal amounts, and I'll show you at the point I start to use that. I'm going to go ahead and take off her headband, and I got a whole bunch of different looks out of her actual 2-strand twist when they were in her hair. If you did not check that video out, definitely go through my channel, and you're going to want to look at that video because, again, it was very helpful to use the 2-strand twist. You get a lot of wear, and you can get lots of weeks out of this style. You can do half up, half down looks, ponytail type of looks. You can put different headbands on your child, and it helps if you have issues with your child's hair in the back, and just to help their hair breathe and grow and kind of not have to do anything with it, especially if they're tender-headed. So anyway, let's get into this twist out. All I'm going to do is take each actual 2-strand twist and I'm going to unravel it like you see me doing here. Simple and easy, not requiring the comb at all. Now, if your child's actual twist have become tangled at the end, you can use the end of a rat tail comb or the end of a pointed comb, and you can just softly unravel it or untangle it, but you really shouldn't have to use a comb in order to unravel the twist. So as you can see, some of them just unravel easily, or I just untwist them. And I'm going to do that for literally every single one of her 2-strand twist. I'm going through her head, and it's not bothering her because they should not be tangled to the point where it's matted. Now, you should never keep 2-strand twist styles in long to the point where your child's hair is matted. If you are doing that, that is horrible. That is a big, 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 big no-no, and you should be monitoring their 2-strand twist so that it's not getting to that point. So really, as I'm going through and I'm taking my time and I'm just literally untwisting each and every one of her actual twist, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to go through and do that all throughout her head. So here's something I want to point out. If you notice in her videos lately, as Savannah has gotten older, I'm really utilizing her high chair. You can get this style high chair if you guys still happen to have a Babies R Us in your area. A lot of them close down. I do know that in my state it closed down. I don't know if that's the case for everywhere else, but you can get a high chair similar to this at Walmart, Target. They're very useful. I would definitely say use the high chair, and I would say to get finger food. So Savannah's eating the pancake and she's very consumed with her finger food. Another really good finger food that takes time and diligence that they pay attention to is something like Cheerios. They pay attention to Cheerios, and it takes a lot of skill for them to pay attention to picking them up. So stuff like finger foods and eating stuff, like that draws their attention. So they're not too interested in what you're doing in their hair. So that's just another tip and trick, that you could probably try to use. I'm just showing you here close up. This is kind of what their 2-strand twist should look like at the point if you're ready to go ahead and start to do a twist out. I know lots of adults, when you do your twist out, it's usually the next day after prepping your hair, but there's nothing wrong with doing a twist out after having your child's 2-strand twist in for quite some time. But again, right before the point of before it starts to mat or tangle really bad. So you can see here, Savannah's hair has begun frizzing, and it's right at that point where it's still gonna come out with a beautiful twist out. So I'm just showing you a close-up here. The next phase is once I've gotten to every single one of her 2-strand twists and I've unraveled them, I'm going to go back over each one of them and I'm going to re-separate them. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm re-separating each twist, okay? So it's almost like going through, separating them again so that it's not as curly. The curls are not as thick. So I'm going around and around and I'm going to re-separate them so that there's way more volume. So you see these ones in the back, how they're super curly. I'm going to go through and I'm going to thin those pieces out so they're not as thick. That's what's going to create a whole lot of volume in her twist out all throughout her head, and you'll start to see what I mean the more and more I go through. So see, as I'm pulling out those super curly parts, I'm just going to separate it like this, and see, curl there, and then there's another curl there, and I'm just going to pick through all of those different ones, and I'm simply using my finger. So if this really doesn't require a lot of tools, it's really easy to do something like this with this twist out style. And again, you guys may do your twist out differently, but I find this to be one of the most easiest things to do. For the front section, I just kind of have this lined off section here, kind of similar to a bang area. I purposely don't twist these out as much as I do the rest of her hair. And the reason is because I kind of want to keep a tighter curl right there in the front, because I want her curls to be a little bit more defined for that cute, really super curly bang look right there in the front. So that's why you see me not really pulling those out a little bit too much right in her bang area. And that's just a preference. That's how I like to style it, because when I add her bow at the end, I like for that to fall a certain way, like a curly Sue kind of Shirley Temple curl look. That's just what I prefer. But again, you can do what you prefer when you're styling it for your child's hair. So now I'm just fluffing out her twist out, and I'm going to go ahead and take that Carol's Daughter Cocoa Cream. And you see me there, how much I took out. And I'm probably not even going to use that much, honestly, but I'm going to smooth it over on the front of my hand there. And then I'm going to rub it in just on the tips, that much. And I'm just going to put it there on the ends. And that's to add shine, because you saw how frizzy her hair looked at the beginning. So I just want to go ahead and make sure that it doesn't have that dry look. And you can start to see already, it's looking very moisturized, definitely different from how it looked in the beginning. And I'm fluffing it out. So I'm still creating volume and I'm moisturizing her curls. And I'm just pulling it out softly as I go around. I think the biggest thing about the twist out is really just maneuvering it and making sure that it's kind of even, especially in the back, and making sure that you didn't miss any areas of the 2-strand twist. So when I'm going through, I'm just feeling really with my hands. So now I'm honestly taking a pick style comb, and you've probably seen a lot of naturalistas doing this all around YouTube, and what they're doing with the pick is they're just picking out the hair from the root, and that's allowing it to stretch. So you're not hurting your child's hair. Savannah's perfectly fine. I'm just stretching out the root because the hair is so curly from the 2-strand twist, even at the root, that I'm simply stretching it out. So if you actually see, it's creating more volume and her hair is rising. So it's actually contributing to the style, and it's allowing her twist out to become even more bigger, super cute, lots of volume. And when people always ask, they ask me a lot whenever we go out, and they're like, oh my gosh, her hair is so huge. Most of the time it's because I've done this, or a lot of time it's not, but still this helps to add to the twist out look, and it just helps to get the curl a little bit stretched. Another thing I'll do is I'll take the pick and I'll stretch out the curl a little bit on the ends, as you see me doing there. And again, that's just to help the curl stretch out. You want to be careful careful when you're using this, because if you do it too much, you will comb the curl out in your child's hair, and then that defeats the purpose. And if you comb the curl out, then you lose the curl possibly, and you don't want to do that. So just be careful with that. And as you can see, I'm kind of doing it around her hair towards the back, and again the root. I'm trying to stay away from the front and doing it too much, because I do want that tighter curl look at the front of Savannah's hair. I'm just going to continue to do that, fluff it out and stretch it. And now I'm going to go ahead, look at her, she's such a happy little baby. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add her hair accessory. In this case, it is her purple bow that she had on at the beginning with her 2-strand twist. I'm going to add that back into her hair. And I'm going to continue to style around that same bow. And I'm going to fluff out her twist out so that it's nice and cute, and still even it out a bit for her. And I'm just going to go ahead and poof that out a bit, pull down her bangs. And so now you can kind of tell why I like her bangs to look the way they need to look there in the front. And see, easy peasy. Voila, this is Savannah's twist out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This is how I get her ultimate and luxurious beautiful twist out after taking out her 2-strand twist style. Again, another really easy non-tension type of style, and this will last her for however many days I want it to. And if you want your child's twist out to have a more defined curl, remember, you can simply just not pull out their twist out as much as I did Savannah's. There's a lot you can do with this, and her curls are nice and rejuvenated and popping, so they say. All right, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on this video for more videos like this. Leave a comment and let me know if you guys are gonna try this twist out style, or if you do yours a little differently. And stay tuned for our next video. Take care, guys.